And when you go to strike the arc, it's somewhat like striking a match. It literally is like that. Now we're running this 6010 right now on 3/8 plate, 3/8 inch plate. We're running it at 110 amps. Go. Now there's a lot of beads going down here, and after each bead that I lay down, I do a nice cleaning on it. I take my slag hammer, and you can see that I'm just dragging it over the weld bead, dragging it over, getting that light slag off of there, and then coming back over it with my wire brush. I want to give it a real thorough brushing. I want to clean every weld I do so I can see how I'm doing. Do I need to make corrections along the way? And once we get our bead established, you'll notice that I'm going out and coming back in, going out, coming back in. We call that a whip and pause or oscillation. Very important we learn to do that. We want to hold what's called our arc length. The arc, the rod doesn't want to be away from the base material any more than 1/8 of an inch. We're using 1/8 inch rod, and we want to hold that distance to 1/8 of an inch. I can't emphasize how important it is to wear good full face protection with one of these. These things come out like little spears. I'm really pleased with how that came out. All right, good. So here we are with the finished product, our 6010 pad of beads. I want you to notice my first weld I laid down, I put it almost to the edge, but not quite. I don't want to weld too close to the edge or I'll just melt it off. But the reason I start here at the edge is so I can get a straight line. And it makes my subsequent welds easy to make straight as well, okay? But what I want to point out that's important is notice how each weld is welded halfway over the other one. We call that overlapping, and it's very important. It ties our welds in, okay? So this is what we're looking for. This is the first assignment we're going to do in the weld shop, and this is a 6010 pad of beads, and after we successfully complete this, we'll move on to the next thing.